I'm going to say something that might feel uncomfortable if you run a wedding venue. Your inquiry form might be costing you tours, and you don't even know it. Not because it's broken, but because couples don't behave the way venues think they do anymore. Hi, I'm Mark from Go Engage and our dedicated platform for venues, VenueBot. We work with wedding venues across the UK, looking closely at what really happens between an inquiry coming in and a booking being made. And inquiry forms come up again and again as one of the biggest and quietest conversion leaks. Let me explain why. Here's the reality of the modern wedding couple. They're usually on their phone, often in the evening, flicking between multiple venues, sometimes after seeing a recommendation on an Instagram post or a directory listing. They're not in form filling mode. They're in decision discovery mode. They want quick answers to simple questions. Are you available? Roughly how much is it? Can I come and see the venue? So when they land on a website and are faced with a long inquiry form asking for dates and guest numbers, budgets, phone numbers with a big message box, something happens. Momentum drops, emotion cools, and many inquiries simply never get submitted. A lot of venues believe, well, if they're serious, they'll fill it in. But couples don't think like that. They think, well, I'll come back to this later. Let me check another venue first. That feels like effort right now. And because they're looking at several venues at once, later often never happens. No rejection email, no feedback, just silence. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Inquiry forms don't just collect information. They delay commitments, they slow down the moment of intent, they push conversations into office hours. They rely on staff availability and they create a gap where couples keep shopping. That gap is dangerous because while a couple is waiting for your reply, they're booking a tour with another venue that has made it easy. That is where conversational AI changes the game. And let me strip the hype away for a moment. Conversational AI isn't about replacing people, it's about starting the conversation instantly. When a couple arrives on your website, instead of a form, they're met with a friendly conversation. They get immediate answers. They get guided step by step, one question at a time, no pressure, no friction. It works like your best coordinator would if they were available 24/7. And the AI adapts based on what the couple says. It answers common questions instantly, and it only starts collecting details once trust has been already built. That's why conversations convert better than forms. They feel human, they feel easy, they keep emotional momentum alive, and they build confidence quickly. Instead of asking couples to apply to your venue, you're welcoming them into it. But here's the most important part, and this is the bit most venues miss. Conversation without commitment still isn't enough. Top performing venues allow couples to book a tour there and then. A self-service tour booking calendar lets couples see real availability, choose a time that works for them, and make a small commitment instantly. No waiting for a reply, no email back and forth, no, we'll just get back to you. And this really matters because couples don't just inquire with one venue, they book tours with the venues that make it easy. Without self-service booking, this is what usually happens. A couple inquires, you reply later that day or even the next morning, and then they've already booked 2 other tours. Suddenly, your venue becomes option 3, the backup or quietly dropped. Not because you weren't good, but because you were slower. And just to be clear, inquiry forms aren't evil. They still have a place. They work well after a conversation for, say, brochure downloads or for confirmed tour bookings, for contracts and admin. The mistake is using them as the front door. That's where the conversions leak. If you're not sure whether your inquiry journey is helping or hurting bookings, this is exactly what we review in our venue health check. We look at how couples first engage, how quickly they get answers, whether they can book a tour instantly, and where inquiries are being lost. There is a link below if you want to see how your venue compares. If you found this video useful, hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week where we'll break down another part of the wedding booking journey that venues are unintentionally making harder than it needs to be.